Morning.
Good evening, Clarion, and thank you for joining us tonight here on CUTV News. I'm Emily Kress.
And I'm Danielle Johnson. Tonight, one person is left dead after jumping from the Foxburg Bridge.
Plus, a woman was severely injured following an assault. It's our top story tonight on CUTV News. A New Bethlehem woman is faced with charges for allegedly assaulting a female at a bar on Broad Street in New Bethlehem, Clarion County. According to court documents, criminal charges were filed against 33-year-old Chastity Ann Preister. A criminal complaint stated that around 1:30 a.m. on March 5th, a caller stated that her friend was assaulted by Chastity Preister in the bathroom. According to officers on the scene, the victim's injuries included lacerations, a mild concussion, and hemorrhaging on her right eye. Witnesses told police that Preister was heard yelling, "She shouldn't be talking to my boyfriend," and that she had to be held back as the victim was being taken out of the bar due to her injuries. Preister denies the allegations that the incident involved the victim talking to her boyfriend. She is facing charges of aggravated assault, simple assault, and harassment. A preliminary hearing is scheduled for May 17th.
Officials have released additional information on the death of William D. Kelly, 26, of Parker, who had jumped from the Foxburg Bridge Thursday night. Parker City Fire Department says that Kelly and another man had decided to jump from the bridge for fun, then swim to shore. The second man made it back to shore, whereas Kelly couldn't be located. Rescue efforts began immediately and found Kelly's body south of the bridge. The cause of death was drowning due to the Clarion County coroner. The second man, whose name has not been released, was not injured.
3 Clarion County residents have been taken into custody after assaulting a 68-year-old man last Wednesday. An unknown 15-year-old, 20-year-old Samir Falk, and 19-year-old David Davis, and 35-year-old Stephanie Andres allegedly assaulted and robbed the man on 2 different occasions late Wednesday night. The criminal complaint states that the victim was walking home from the Clarion University Library when he was attacked in front of the Clarion Fire Hall. He was released and then assaulted again on Merle Road, where he was robbed. Andros, Falk, and Davis are being held in Clarion County Jail under high monetary bonds and awaiting preliminary hearings.
A 13-year-old girl was seriously injured yesterday after falling down a flight of stairs located on the 700 block of Liberty Street. The girl was transported by Clarion County Hospital ambulance to the Clarion University Memorial Stadium, where she was then life-flighted to the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh for treatment. According to Clarion County Chief Police, she had suffered severe head and neck injuries. No further details have been released.
And now Jenny Wisniewski joins us for our first look at weather. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, Emily. So today was a really nice day. I know the sun was shining, it was pretty warm, a little windy. Tomorrow is supposed to be even more beautiful, but unfortunately, towards the end of the week going into next week, we're going to expect a lot of rain and maybe snow. So I know that sounds dreadful, but I'll tell you more about that after this commercial break.
Morning, Gary. We are GetSchooled.com. You want a college education, don't you? You know you do. That's why we're here. We're free and here to guide you through every step of the way, starting with attendance. Gary, financial aid forms. Picking a college, man. You and us. We go together like tacos and Tuesday.
And I love tacos. Go to GetSchool.com.
We taught him how to hit a baseball, how to hit a receiver, the strike zone, the net. You taught him how to hit the upper corner. You even taught him how to hit the open man. But how much time have you spent teaching him what not to hit?
I never felt all that special. But in the wake of an earthquake, we can all do something. When donating goods, it's hard to know what's needed. So now it's my turn to help. Aid workers can spend me locally, where I can help save lives. Someone is doing better because of me. Together, we made that happen.
Welcome back to CUTV News. I'm Jenny Wisniewski with your weather forecast. Starting with your almanac, today we had a normal high of 51 and a low of 27. The actual high was just a little bit colder at 48 degrees and a low of 27. The record high was once 80 degrees in 1977 and a record low of 7 degrees in 1966. The sun rose this morning at 7:06 a.m. and is expected to set at 7:40 p.m. Right now we have sunny skies at 41 degrees, 0% chance of precipitation. The wind's coming from the north-northwest at 10 miles per hour. Current conditions in Pennsylvania, like I said, Clarion at 41, Erie at 38, Pittsburgh at 47, State College 45, also Johnstown, and Harrisburg at 50 degrees. Overnight tonight, we're expecting clear skies, which is nice. You can look at the stars, and then we have 30 degrees, and it's going to actually feel like 30 degrees, which is nice because sometimes it feels a lot cooler than what it actually is. Tomorrow, we're going to expect mostly sunny skies with 64 degrees, no % chance of precipitation, winds coming from the south at 14 miles per hour. Tomorrow's highs across our nation: Denver at 47, Dallas at 78, look at Miami at 81. We should all definitely take a trip there at some point. And Washington, D.C. at 64 and Boston at 56. For our 7-day outlook, like I said, tomorrow we're mostly sunny skies, 64 degrees as the high. Then Thursday, unfortunately, we're expecting 90% chance of thunderstorms at a high of 65, so the temperatures will be nice. Then Friday, we're going to have cloudy skies, high of 55. Then Saturday, we're expecting a 60% chance of rain with a high of 45, a low of 27. Sunday, we're going to have cloudy skies again, a high of 38, low of 26. Then going into the start of next week, we are going to have Monday with a high of 43 degrees and a low of 27. Unfortunately, a 40% chance of rain and snow mix. And then Tuesday, we're going to have high of 45 with snow, then turning into rain later in the day. So it just doesn't sound really good. I mean, I'm excited for tomorrow because I just love the warm weather and it's just starting to get nice. But I don't know, I guess we're just really starting to get those spring showers, which it's expected, but I just don't want it, you know?
Yeah, neither do I. Today was gorgeous. It was a little chilly with the breeze, but I was just carrying my jacket, and some guy told me, young lady, you might want to put that jacket on. It's chilly out there, and I was like, if I don't have to wear a jacket, I don't want to anymore.
Exactly.
So I'm over that, but April showers, bring May
I
flowers. April's coming up, so let's hope for some flowers in May, right?
Exactly. I mean, I'm really hoping that since we have some time, maybe the snow won't happen or maybe less rain, not as much, so we'll just have to see.
That can definitely change. So, thanks, Jenny.
You're welcome.
Middle-aged male was caught on camera attempting to break into a vending machine outside of a Knox Township business. The attempt was unsuccessful, but the investigation is ongoing. The suspect was driving a black Ford Escape sticker on the rear window. Anyone with information is asked to please contact Clarion Bay State Police at 814-226-1710.
Work beginning with the rear of Wilkinson Monday marked the beginning of the demolition of Clarion University's Wilkinson and Nair dorms. Both function as student residence halls prior to the opening of Suite South student housing, which started in September 2015 and January of this year. Upon completion of this project, new parking lots will be constructed.
Locals and Advanced Disposal teamed up for a little spring cleaning in Forest County. Trash being tossed into the woods has always been a problem in the area, but a group of residents and camp owners decided to do something about it. On March 19th, they met at the Public Water Spring and started the cleanup. Household trash, bottles, cans, and tires were cleaned up, bagged, and hauled off by the volunteers. The Pennsylvania Game Commission, whose land the spring is on, has put up signs and done patrols, yet the signs have been torn down and ignored. The dumping of trash on state game lands is a crime and is punishable by fines with possible jail time.
The Clarion University Theater announced that it will be holding auditions for 2 summer productions for its Summer Musical Theater Festival. The productions for this event are Joseph in the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat and You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown. Auditions will be held Saturday, April 9th and Sunday, April 10th in the Marwick Boyd Little Theater. Rehearsals for Joseph begin on June 6th and You're a Good Man on July 11th. For more information, contact Professor Mary Louise Michelle or theater instructor Drew Williams.
And Tiger Sprout joins us now for sports. Hey, Tiger.
How you guys doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. America's pastime baseball and to some, the greatest game of all time, softball, coming up next after the break.
got to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
One in 5 children struggles with hunger in America. Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Night Sports Report. The Clarion softball team split a pair of games on the road against a PSAC opponent, Pitt Johnstown, this past Saturday, defeating them 6-2 in the early game, but falling 12-9 to the Lady Cats in the second game. Sarah Gassard pitched a complete game in Game 1 for the win, tossing 7 innings and allowing just 2 runs, 1 earned, while striking out 4. Gassard limited the Lady Cats' opportunities with good command as well as walking just 1. Christina Tressler and Aubrey Hummel both went deep against the Lady Cats, and the pair also each recorded 2 hits in the first game. The second game of the day was a slugfest between the two teams, with Marissa Peterson going 4 of 5, with 2 RBIs and 4 runs scored, and Nonnenberg going 3 of 5. Tressler drove in the team high with 3 runs, while Hoffman was listed for the loss, allowing 9 runs in 2.2 innings pitched. Clarion led 3-0 in the top of the first inning after Peterson, Nonnenberg, and Casey Wilcox loaded the bases with no outs. Tressler made no mistake in clearing the bases, hitting a 3-run double to the left center gap to put her team ahead. The Lady Cats responded with a 3-run second inning and a 6-run third to go ahead 9-3, but Clarion wouldn't back down. They trailed 9-6 in the 7th inning, but scored 3 runs to put a scare into Pitt Johnstown. Gassard hit a 1-hit, 1-out RBI single to score Cassidy Daniels, and Nonnenberg hit a 2-out double to score Tierra Shope and make it 12-9. Wilcox followed with a walk, but Tressler grounded out to end the threat and the game. The Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference announced its Baseball Weekly Award winners yesterday, with Clarion senior pitcher Tyler Delval winning the PSAC West Co-Pitcher of the Week honors for March 28th. Delval was dominant in his start on Friday, throwing a complete game 2-hit shutout against the IUP Crimson Hawks. As the Golden Eagles won their first PSAC West Conference game of the season, Delval tossed 7 shutout innings against the Crimson Hawks, striking out 7 and walking none. He did not allow an IUP base runner until the 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning when Wes Carson hit a double to right field. The only other Crimson Hawk to reach the bases was Rick Jones, who led off the 5th with a single, but he was erased from the base path after Delval induced a 6-4-3 double play. Delval is now 2-1 on the season and has a 2.57 ERA in 4 starts. He has struck out 28, walked only 4 in 28 innings pitched. Hats off to you, Tyler Delval. So it looks like we have a pretty packed spring. I know the boys and also the ladies are not having a great season, but going out to the games, there's always excitement to look forward to.
Heck yeah, I mean, those stats are amazing. Those comebacks, that's what really makes a softball and baseball game to me. Those blowout games, they're a bore. So you always want a good game, right?
Yes, I'm just glad I get the honor to call some of the games this season.
Well, good luck with all those games, Tiger, that you're calling.
Yeah.
The radio. Well, coming up, a drug bust involving 27 people in Clearfield County.
Plus a new project plan in Brookville.
We'll see you after the break.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
"27 individuals have been charged with distributing and possessing illegal drugs in Clearfield County. Investigators and undercover officers purchased and seized 1 pound of meth and 1.5 ounces of heroin, valued at $100,000. In addition, about $30,000 in cash, a vehicle, and 7 weapons were confiscated. All 27 suspects have been charged. The investigation is ongoing, and individuals with any suspicion of illegal drug activity are asked to contact the Office of Attorney General.
State Police in Franklin said that a 12-year-old Oil City girl was injured during a paintball violation in Cranberry Township, Venango County. Sometime between 3 and 4 p.m. on March 24th, an older silver van stopped in front of a residence where a girl was in the front yard. The van's passenger pointed a paintball gun from an open window and shot the girl in the forehead, resulting in a large bruise. The driver was described by the victim as a skinny, bald white male, while she said the passenger was a heavy-set white male with brownish hair. She also reported that the vehicle had rust along the bottom, a black grill guard, a large exhaust that backfired, and missing paint on the passenger side's door. Anyone with information pertaining to the suspects or their vehicle is asked to call Pennsylvania State Police in Franklin at 814-676-6596.
PennDOT is hosting a public plans display for an improvement project for Route 28-322 in Pine Creek Township, Jefferson County. The open house style event will be held on Thursday, March 31st from 4:30 to 6 p.m. at the Brookville Borough Office. Community members are encouraged to attend this event, especially anyone with knowledge of any historic resources in the area of the project. PennDOT representatives will be in attendance to answer any questions from the public. For additional information, contact Mark Rothschitz, the Senior Project Manager, at 724-357-2852.
United States Capitol Police shot a Tennessee man Monday afternoon after he pulled out what appeared to be a weapon at the Capitol Visitor Center. Matthew Veradosa, a U.S. Capitol Police chief, said the suspect, who was identified as Larry Russell Dawson, tried to go through the metal detectors at the Capitol Visitor Center entrance. When the machine beeped, he was stopped by security and then pulled out what appeared to be a weapon, where he was then shot by Capitol Police. A female bystander was injured, but no U.S. Capitol officers were harmed. Dawson was previously arrested on a charge of assaulting a police officer in October after an outburst in the Chamber of House of Representatives. The White House also closed its north and south fence lines as a precautionary measure following the Capitol incident.
The U.S. Census Bureau released new information that U.S. population will age at a slower rate compared to other countries. It is expected that by the year 2050, the population of 65 will double to 1.6 billion. According to the Census Bureau, 14% of the U.S. population was 65 or older in the year 2015. The baby boomers began reaching age 65 in 2011, and the older population will increase to 22%. Countries such as China, India, Indonesia, and Brazil will quadruple to 80 years or older from the year 2015 to 2050. And now Jenny Wisniewski joins us for our final look at weather.
Of course. So let's take another look at the 7-day outlook. As I was mentioning before, we have tomorrow at a high of 64, a low of 47, partly cloudy skies. Then Thursday, we're expecting 90% chance of thunderstorms, a high of 65. Friday, we're going to have more rain with 50% chance at a high of 55, low of 39. Saturday, again, rain with wind mix, so 60% chance there, and then 24 mile per hour winds. Sunday, a high of 38 with cloudy skies, not too bad. Then Monday, going into next week, we have a rain-snow mix at 40% chance at a high of 43 degrees. And then Tuesday, we have snow going into rain later in the day at 40% chance with a high of 45 and a low of 21. So again, just be prepared for your rain jackets, rain boots, I don't know, snow boots maybe. I highly doubt.
Snow boots are at home. They're
Yeah,
not
mine
coming
too,
out.
but I highly doubt that'll be too bad. Keep your rain boots out, they'll be fine. Umbrellas, all of that. You never know what's gonna happen, but at least tomorrow and today were beautiful days, so.
Enjoy the weather while you can. Get outside, guys, enjoy that fresh air.
The grass is so green already. Did you see? Like
I love it.
weird.
The fresh air is amazing.
All right,
Wow.
well.
Well, it looks like that's the news for tonight. We'll be back here next week with the latest in news, weather, and sports.
Don't forget to tune in to CUTV News every Tuesday at 6:30.
For Tiger Sprout, Jenny Wisniewski, and everyone else here at CUTV News, I'm Emily Kress.
And I'm Danielle Johnson. Have a great night, Clarion.